AFTV. Nick, listen, it's a point at Anfield again. How are you feeling about that, bro?
I think it was to be expected, to be honest with you. I think a lot of our fan base would have taken a point. I personally thought that we should have gone for 3 points. But, we've come out of there, we've avoided a loss. I think we haven't won there for like 10 years in the league.
2012.
Yeah, so it's, listen, at this point, a point is not the end of the world, I guess. We just have to take it and move on.
Do you think we could have got 3 though? I mean, I look at some of the chances that there was potentially. I don't think Liverpool had many, if I'm honest. Against, it wasn't like they were peppering our goal, but likewise, I don't think Arsenal were. Do you think that there were chances for us to take 3 points today?
Yeah, I think looking at our midfield, it's probably stronger than theirs today, the starting midfield, and I think that we didn't give the best account of ourselves. There were lots of times where I thought Odegaard could have played the ball forwards, Zinchenko could have played the ball forwards, but instead it was step over, turning back. I don't know how much they didn't really want to engage with Liverpool. The tactics, I don't know if that's coaching or if that's just their decisions, but they kept doing it over and over again, so I'll assume that it's coaching. It was a little bit strange because I think the opportunities there were there to go and create more chances. Saka and Martinelli looked a little bit leggy from the very, very beginning. I think that we could have got the win had we applied ourselves, and I do feel there's a bit of frustration there because ultimately we're coming away thinking, did we leave everything out on the pitch? Did we do everything we could to win the game? I don't really think so.
Listen, a lot of people are saying that a draw is a fair result. What does this do for Arsenal moving forward now? We're getting towards the end of 2023. Does this put us in the best position personally to go and win the league to you?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're ahead of Liverpool at the moment, and I know Aston Villa are doing really, really well. I don't want to discredit them, but people are going to say it's a 3-horse race, Arsenal against Man City and Liverpool, right? They're the 3 horses that people expect to go in and challenge for the title, and we've played them both once. And we've taken 4 points. If we can recreate that again, now I know that one of them is at home, one is away. We're going to do that again. So we'll play Liverpool at home very soon and we'll play Man City away. And if we can pick up 4 points from those 2 fixtures as well, then, we won't be complaining. And that's it really. And then we've got to win the rest of the games, which I think will be favourites to go into. They're the only 2 games that we go into and maybe not be favourites. Everything else we should be able to deal with. And then we have to also come up to January and think really seriously about what we need in the January transfer window.
What do we need in the January transfer window?
I think we need a striker. There's a shout for a number 8, and there's even a bigger shout for a fullback, mostly down to injuries. But Zinchenko today I like him. I think he's a really good, really technical player. We know the ability that he's got, but my God, today was probably the worst performance I've ever seen him in an Arsenal shirt. It was awful.
Wow.
It was absolutely awful. He did a few things good because it's a 90-minute game, but the bads massively outweighed the goods today. And he wasn't great against Salah for that goal, but he's not a natural left back. We know defending isn't his strong suit, but he could have cost us all 3 points today. He really, really could have cost us. And I'm not even just talking about that goal. Mo Salah's a world-class attacker. It could have been anybody. But the way that he played today was just a liability. I couldn't really figure it out, and it was such a frustrating game. But there you go.
Listen, just lastly, we move into 2024. Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal are the 3 teams people are talking about. Do you look at some of the players in an Arsenal shirt, not just today, but over the last few games, and think, yeah, we've got them now, and that is why this Arsenal side can go that one step further? I'm, of course, talking about the trio of Gabriel, Saliba and Rice.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's early days. I'd throw Julian Timber in there. Odegaard on his day, I thought he was poor today. Saka generally you'd throw in there as well. There are lots of pieces there to build on, for sure. I think the attacking department needs a focal point as a striker, just to add something a little bit different. I actually thought Trossard was pretty good today. He didn't go in and get a goal, but he looked more direct. He looked lively. So we've got a lot of pieces there, but we need to add things. We need to add certain players like... We need someone that's going to challenge Saka and keep pushing him, and someone that we can rotate and rest him for some minutes. We need, there are still a few things. We're in transition. We've got people coming back from injury, but yeah, we've got a lot of the pieces there, I think. And for me, Declan Rice, man of the match today again. I spoke on DR Sports earlier about signings of the season. He is man of the match or borderline man of the match every single game. Unbelievable player. And him and Saliba today. I know Gabriel did well, but him and Saliba particularly so composed, so relaxed, and it just seems like everybody in the team trusts them, especially Rice. When we're under the cosh, they just give the ball to Rice. There are lots of times in the midfield when Liverpool are pressing. When we play the ball to Rice, you'll notice they don't press him. because they know how good he is. So they just give him a little bit of space and let him react. And that to me is a sign of respect from one of the top teams in the league. And so, yeah, Declan Rice for me is the guy we've got to build the team around.
Can we go and do it this season?
Absolutely.
Big on, man. Merry Christmas, bro.